Hey guys, so this week's topic is aliens and whether they exist or not. And it was actually really kind of ironic because I did not know the topic for this week. This was on Monday and I didn't know the topic. And I was sitting at the dinner table with one of my sisters and my mom and my dad, and somehow we got on the topics of aliens. The topic of aliens, not the topics of aliens, and whether or not we believed in them. And at first I told my family that I did not believe in them, and I don't know what really made me say it, but I think it's because it's probably a really bad way of thinking things and probably kind of naive of me, but in a lot of ways I need proof to believe in something. And I know there are some people will say there's proof for this and there's proof for that, and it's like, I personally, I'm a strong kind of like, I need to see evidence for things, and I know people say there are evidence, but I don't know. So I'm torn on whether I believe in them or not, because like if I do believe in them, they're definitely not green and creepy looking, and if they are, I do not want to meet them. They look scary. Just even if they're not green and scary looking, they still kind of, the idea of them scare me. And that again sounds very naive of me, being like, I hope they're not real because they look scary or they sound scary or the idea of them is scary. But it's like, I don't know, the idea of something that we don't know about, that's so unknown out there, and it's like that is living just like we're living, or maybe even differently, it's just a very scary thought to me. And I don't know, like, part of me really hopes they do exist, because it would be very interesting and just to see how someone else lives. And it's like, my dad, I think it was my dad, brought up a very good point. He was like, because I said, well, where are they gonna live, right? And which is probably a really stupid question, but like, where are they? And my dad said, well, we haven't traveled as far. Like, does it just end out there? Like, surely it keeps going. And that is, it's so fascinating and be so interesting to find out. And it's like, I don't know. And then in the topic of my parents talking about this, because my mom was saying how, I forgot where, I only listen selectively, but my mom said they have some evidence of something, or rather, I don't know. And then my dad was like, well, some people don't believe in that. And my mom was like, well, some people don't believe we landed on the moon. And it's like, I definitely believe we landed on the moon. Well, I don't know. It's so like, it just scares me, because it's like, I know the government does tell people things, and I'm not going to say like the government has just some conspiracy theory, or like they are hiding things from us and blah blah blah, but they totally could. Like, they could have found aliens, they could have little aliens in captures and cages, and like, they could, and we wouldn't know about it. And I know I sound like a complete quack, but I was thinking about this, and I'm like, there could be aliens, and the human race could know about them, but not the general public. And then I was thinking, the general public could coexist with the aliens, and we don't even know we're coexist with the aliens, and they could just be walking around and like normal people. And oh my god, Mike brought up Roswell, and I always say that wrong. Is it like Roswell? Is it Roswell? I don't know, okay? I have difficulty reading words. And but I don't know what I was gonna say. Oh, I watched the first season, and I own the second season, and I don't know how many seasons there are, and I really like the first season, but my sister buys all my TV series. I'll be like, I kinda wanna watch that, and she'll be like, I'll buy it, fine. And so she bought it for me, but she took a long time in purchasing the second one, so by the time she purchased the second one, it had been a really long time since I'd seen the first one, and so I was like, do I really want to watch it again? But I totally should, because I remember really liking it. But anyways, this is going on to 4 minutes, so I'm just gonna wrap this up and say, I don't know what to believe. It kind of scares me thinking that there is aliens out there, so I'm gonna say I will believe it when I see it. And end the video off there. Tell me if you believe in aliens, why or why not. Have a lovely week, and I will see you guys next week.